I feel better. It tastes really good. It really, I drink mine. I don't really put anything in it. I just drink it. Straight once I fix it and everything, I just drink it straight. And I just, I'm telling you, it's just really, really good. My clients, I'm a personal trainer. My clients have tried it, and they've lost 5, 7 pounds in a matter of weeks. In a matter of a week. One lady has lost 20 pounds.
Wow.
And she lost 20 pounds in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And she's looking good, and and she works out. She works out every day. So 5 days a week, let's put it that way. 5 days a week with us, and she's looking good, and she tells everybody. There's a video out there with her talking about how many pounds she lost. So it's really, really great.
And how many did you lose again?
I lost 6 pounds in 7 days.
Awesome. So the tea does what we said it does. It works.
There's no other tea like this. This is the original tea. There's no other tea like this. None. No.
And you said like it makes your energy feel good because that's something I'm anemic, so my iron is kind of low, so it makes me tired sometimes.
Well, I felt better. My workouts are good. I mean, they're good anyway, but it's enhanced.
But you know what? I noticed I just feel lighter because it's better out than in.
Yeah.
And when you have better bathroom habits and you're getting a fuller elimination or more times a day, you just get up and you're like, I just feel an overall sense of well-being that's better.
And then one other thing is, I didn't really want to kind of say this, but there's nothing in your, no cramping or anything in your stomach. You know how you get those teeth, oh my God. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. But when you go to and it's not like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. You go like you would normally go. I mean, that's for me. But it's just more. So in other words, it's getting, my body's clean. Everybody's not 100% clean, but it's clean, and then it's just I got more out. I got more out. And then I got an extra one.
Awesome.
I go regularly all the time.
Guys, while we're on that subject right there, when you're talking about going to the bathroom there, once you get you eat a little bit better and you get it the fecal matter out, you don't have the normal smell that you usually have. It's less smell, and you people got to understand that. Anytime you get smells because of something in you that needs to be out there, but if regularly using this tea, you don't have the smell that you would normally have because you're keeping the stuff from staying in there too long, and it's coming out after roughly 4 hours after you eat it, 5 hours. If it's meat or beef, it takes a little bit longer sometimes, but still getting out instead of taking days and days and days. And people just don't understand. And plus the inflammation. You have inflammation that's in the body that swells up the colon, the intestinal tract, and all that stuff right there. So it just preventive. If, like I said, we are on a crusade to wipe out, diseases. We're on a crusade to make not only Baltimore healthy, but to make, the United States so people can get on this tea. We even going abroad. Bunmi Moore, in about 30 days, is going to South Africa, where we already signed up about 1,000 people, and those people are already using this product. And we're going to have an event where we should have 500, 700, 800 people there, but we have another 3,000 or 4,000 people just waiting to sign up so they can use this product. So it's worldwide. It's not just local. We are on a crusade worldwide because, as they say, we've been bamboozled in thinking what we think that we gotta be sick, we gotta be on medication. It's all right to have a little diabetes. It's all right to have
I just got a little bit of sugar, got a little bit of high blood pressure.
That's normal. Grandma had it, my uncle had it, everybody I know has it. Everybody's getting more and more. Oh my! When I get that age of respect, we are saying no.
That's right. Hey, Teresa, again, just for the camera, since you're a personal trainer, people come to you for weight loss all the time. You've been recommending the tea. Tell us again about your clients that lost weight and you one more time.
Okay. So one of my clients lost 20 pounds in like three weeks, 3.5 weeks. And, you know, she first of all, you got to follow the directions. You can't half do it. It's not going to work if you half do it. If you half do it, it's going to half work. Yeah, because people would say, oh, I didn't do it. I said, when did you do it? Oh, I did it yesterday, and I didn't do it till next week.
Right.
But I ain't losing no weight. It's not going to work like that. You have to be consistent about it and everything. And again, like I lost 6 pounds in 7 days. I wasn't really trying. I was trying to get wanted my this to be a little bit tighter, a little bit tighter, right? And it happened for me. I feel better. You know, my workouts are, good, and I'm not as stressed. Like lifting weights and things like that. I'm not. And
also, Teresa, tell everybody how old you are. How young you
are.
Correct. How young you are.
I will be 65 in September. And listen, why I do what I do, and my husband and I do what we do, is because we don't want those diseases that our parents had, or because everybody says, oh, my mother had, my aunt had it, my sister had it, and all that.
And they think they got to get it.
And subconsciously, if you keep thinking that, it happens. Subconsciously, what you believe is what happens.
Yes.
You know, what you believe is what happens. And so, you know, I don't want to go out like that. I don't want my children to be taking care of me. I don't want them to be changing a diaper. I don't want to be in a nursing home. I don't want to have any of that. Kenny and I said, nope, we're not going out that way.
Also, Teresa, go ahead and do a shameless plug. What's the name of your business?
Okay, the name of my business, all right now, yes, Fit for Life Personal Training in Pikesville, Maryland. And I'll give you the address. It's 1121 Greenwood Road. I'm telling you. Okay. 1121 Greenwood Road.
If they want to contact you.
And my number is 443-629-7817.
Well, and let's talk about this since we're talking about personal training, because we're going over the tea and we'll talk about the nutritionals, and I want them to sample the Thrive next because you have an awesome testimony with that. But again, we have this platform called My 10K Life, and that's about getting people to get in 10,000 steps a day. 10,000 steps a day. So when you work on getting your 10,000 steps, that's going to help you with burning the calories, helping also with decreasing the fat, burning the fat and just getting fit. So we got getting the bad stuff out with the detox tea, putting the good stuff in with the minerals and nutrition that we're about to show you, and then getting fit, getting in the exercise as well. So just tell us the importance that exercise plays in all of this, Teresa.
Okay, exercise. Okay, as we grow older, we are older, we lose muscle. And we have to keep our muscle. It's important. We have to have strong muscles. No matter what we do, we pick up things functional. We pick up things. Sitting down and all that good stuff.
What do muscle do for you, Teresa?
Huh?
What does muscle do?
Muscle keeps you healthy.
Right.
I mean,
muscle burn fat, guys.
Yeah, muscle burns fat.
Muscle
takes
burn
up,
fat.
Muscle. You build muscle. Muscle takes up less space. And so that's how you get the curvy.
Your sexy back.
Yeah, you get a little sexy back. Guys get their little muscles and stuff like that. But yeah. So
you're saying if you're in the gym and you're doing those rope things that you should squat down and really do it hard, not just stand there and do it kind of. Inside team joke. Inside joke.
I didn't do it.
Inside joke from yesterday.
It's an inside joke. Anything that you do and that you want to accomplish, you've got to do it consistently. You got to work out consistently. You can't work out one 1 month and then say I'm not going to work out this next month.
Yeah, you
and
stepping on my
because
toes.
your body reverts back to where it was, and then your muscle starts to lose again. And so you want to make sure that is what that you're working out along with eating right. Eating right and less sugar. I gotta keep putting that in. Stop drinking that corn syrup and all that. This stuff. It's just
Well, I'm gonna go and get the Thrive so they can sample that. And tell.
And the added information also, guys. So many people need to talk to their healthcare professional. Talk to people like Teresa there. They don't even know what eating healthy is.
Yeah,
They don't even know what you talk to people. You look at what they eat. They eat healthy, and they're not because they don't know any better. They can't read the labels. Don't know really what's in the label.
Take a cup and
tastes
pass it
good, and so they don't really know what healthy is.
That is correct. That is correct. And what's coming up next is really, really powerful.
Awesome.
Powerful.
All right, so these right here are organic greens. We call this Thrive. 1 pack of Thrive that you just pour the sleeve into this bottle of water is the equivalent of 2.5 pounds of green vegetables. Fiber. Well, and it's wheatgrass, oatgrass, barley grass, kamut grass, beet extract. There's 2 amino acids in it, L-arginine and L-citrulline, that opens up the arteries for increased blood flow and circulation. So one of the things that you can back up here. You about to tell your Thrive testimony, but you see right here it says, would naturally reversing insulin resistance or diabetes change your life? So this product right here, these greens actually act like a roto-rooter to clear out the arteries. Plaque, cholesterol, helps to keep the arteries clear. And it also, as it says, combats insulin resistance. I had a friend who started on the greens. She didn't have to take her insulin for 44 days because she's drinking the greens, and it helps her body to do what her body is supposed to do. And so it's a cardiovascular, heart-healthy product. So, Teresa, you need to sit back down. But so tell us what it did about your testimony with the blood pressure. Okay.
Yes. Okay. In December, I went to the doctor. I had to go take a physical and everything. And me, as just like every normal person, thinks that you feel good most of the time, so you don't think that anything's wrong with you. Please don't do that. Don't do that. If you think you're okay and everything, please go to the doctors on a regular basis, like you just said. Okay, so I hadn't been in a while, but I had a whole bunch of stuff going on and this and that, and I was all stressed out, and a lot of stuff was going on. And anyway, make a long story short, when I went to the doctors, my blood pressure was 210/90, and I said, "How did that happen? What happened? What happened? How did I get that?" So while I was there, because I know a little bit of something, I said, I need to take it over again. I said, let me turn the lights out, let me calm myself down and think about something, deep breathing and stuff, and take it again. So I took it again. It was 165, I think 165, something like that, over 80 or something like that. So because they were going to tell me I had to go to the hospital, and I was not going there. I just wasn't going there. I wasn't going there. I said, no, can't do that. So anyway, when I got home, well, they told me I had to see a doctor, and I had to get on some type of medication. And I said, oh, God. So anyway, I went to my doctor. They gave me high blood pressure medicine. Okay, and I said, I wait till I'm 64 years old, and I'm getting high blood pressure. So I said, oh, this is temporary. So I remembered about the Thrive, because I was taking the products all along, but I wasn't taking them consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, things happen, and I'm eating right and all that, and like I said, I felt good. So I wasn't taking it consistently. So then I said, okay, I'm gonna take it consistently. I'm gonna take it all January, all February, March. And I was taking my blood pressure. I was taking it, and it was going down. It was like 140 over something. It was one. Sometimes it would go up and down because your blood pressure goes up and down, depending on what's going on with you. So it went down. So okay, in May, it was a steady 130-ish over 70. 130-ish over 70. Okay, when I went to my doctor in March, it was like 145. He said, no, I'm just going to take one away from you.
One pill?
Because I was on 2. Take one away. So I said, take one. So now, it's 130 right now today and all last month and all that. It's 130. It does like 135 over 70, 60. 130 over 60, 65 and stuff like that. And I feel better. And but let me say, I'm taking the Thrive 2 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking it. Okay, I do my tea and all that in the morning, and then I eat some breakfast. Then I take I do take my medication, first, and then maybe an hour and a half later, then I take my Thrive, my first one, and then after lunch, I'll take my second one, and that has kept. I know that is because it's for your cardio heart health. I know that's what's gotten it down. So when I go back Wednesday this week, I'm off. I know I'm off. I'm off of it.
Well, we've had so many people who have had chronic. I'm gonna let you do the sample. Chronic high blood pressure that nothing has worked for them, and they start drinking these organic greens, and blood pressure normalized. Even people who have had neuropathy, their neuropathy gone. They started drinking these greens. So even before we got the tea, people were actually losing weight by drinking these organic greens because one of the things that it does is to alkalize the body. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Dr. Darrell, well, you talk about acidic versus alkaline.
Yeah, a lot of people drink even water. So many waters out there. 98%, 99% of waters out there is not alkaline water. Some waters, people think because it's in the bottle, it's good water. No. Guess what the government said? As long as you put your water in your bottle, it's at least what the tap water is. You can put it in there. Some people don't know. They think theirs is better. It's better if they drink water, but all water is not created equal. You got spring water, you got all kind of water. You want alkaline water, and the alkaline level is from 1 to 14. Preferably, you want something at least 7.0. Water can get pricey depending on what kind you drink. Some companies put a lot of money in advertisement and not into their water.
Thank you.
Their water is 5.6. Just to call a couple of names, Deer Park. Great people go, I want my Deer Park. 5.6, 5.4, alkaline is 7. There's other waters that are cheap, like what you buy from the dollar store. You got the glacier water. Yep. You buy from the dollar store, that's 6.8, 6.9, almost 7. That's about right there. But they buy other waters with commercials on TV and big names, and it's a point lower. Now again, you want to be 7.0 and above. I usually try to drink over 8 pH balance. It doesn't matter what the name is. You're looking for the pH balance. When you go buy some sugar, if you go to them around here at this different stores, but if you got Food Line, Harris Teeter, or any of the local grocery store. If it's sugar, you don't care who makes the sugar. You're looking for a pound of sugar, 5 pounds of sugar. You don't care the name of it, so don't get caught up in the name, even though some named water is known to be pH balanced. But as far as you go out there and you don't know the pH balance, look on there, it's on the bottle. If it's not on there, you can pretty much assume it's below 7.0, because that's something you want to jump up and down about when a company has a pH balanced water. They want you to know it. So while you're paying a little bit more than that other cheaper water, but even the certain waters that you think is so good, they are not. So pay attention to it. You go on the internet, look at what your water you're drinking, and what is that going to do to your body. The more alkaline your body is, the less chance of diseases, the less chance of inflammation. It keeps your body in a level where you can be better and fight off diseases. So keep that in mind, and you want your water. And if you got some water in that, sure, you can even take an organic lemon and squeeze in there. You know that will make the water more alkaline than it is. But don't go in to get the bad water. You don't have to worry about doing that, guys. Get the good water, and if you happen to have some, you know that you can squeeze a little lemon in there to bring it up to the alkaline level.
She had a hand
Excuse me, yeah, Dr. Darrell, and I've been wanting to address this a while. The new craze with flavored water, and I mean, I don't understand it. It's because water is what is necessary for the transit system for your bloodstream, and then you're going to turn around and flavor it. It's okay if it's done with fresh fruit, but if you're flavoring it 9 times out of 10, there are food companies that are designed. Their main objective is to create flavors, scents, and flavors, and anything that is produced in a lab is going to be not natural. So please, Dr. Darrell, because some people think
some people think Crystal Light, like, oh, well, I'm drinking my water, put Crystal Light in it. No.
Let me tell you guys this right here.
Yeah.
You've been food. You put any flavor in the water, it's not H2O anymore.
Exactly.
It's not water anymore.
It's a juice.
It becomes something. You put anything in your water besides the water is in there. It's not,
He's trying to talk.
it's not H2O.
Go ahead, Tim.
I got 2 questions. The first question, in reference to alkaline, is it any way that a person that wasn't trying to go out and buy a bottle of water and make the water that he has access to alkaline?
That's what the lemon.
Okay.
The lemon. Get you a lemon, especially
organic
lemon. You can drop some 3 or 4 drops in that brings up the alkaline level. Depends on where it started at. Now, if you started at a 4.5 water, it's gonna bring it up maybe to a 6 point something. It's still not alkaline. It's better. Let's say you got some of the water from the dollar store, 6.8, 6.9. You put some lemon, you got a 7.5. You got a good alkaline. It's gonna bring it up. But where do you start at?
Gotcha. Now, you was talking about in reference to purchasing bottled water. Where would you find a pH reading on the bottle?
They don't put it on there unless it's good.
Unless you're buying alkaline water. So you go to the health food store and you ask for alkaline water, there's a whole bunch of different choices. And that's actually alkaline water.
Water like that, it's not alkaline. They don't want to put you want to put your good qualities in your water. They're not going to put, our water is 6.1, 5.4. That's not alkaline. They're not going to put that on there. So you'll only see alkaline. You'll only see it on there if it's alkaline, because that's a selling.
Does that say it on there?
That's my point. That I'm handing him the bottle because, like Dr. Darrell said, if it's not alkaline, they're not going to put it on their bottle. But that has information on the side. They will advertise it. And did you find that?
Yes.
What does that say?
What was
7.4?
Oh, the 7.4. Okay. So the bottom line with acidity and alkalinity is we want to keep our body more in an alkaline state. Disease thrives in an acidic environment. It can't thrive in an alkaline environment. So you can get on the internet and type in alkaline foods and get a whole list of foods that are more alkaline. And so these greens help to alkalize the body.
He had another question. He had 2 questions.
Now, in reference to alkaline, because when I hear that word, I'm thinking like alkaline batteries.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I know that the body is an electrical system.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I mean, do that have anything to do with
Well,
it?
it's a good. You talking about alkaline? The body is alkaline. That means so many things. Diseases are not there. You got more energy. You're creating more electrical current into the body. People don't realize you have enough electrical current. They say some people have enough electrical current to run a whole city block of electricity. Others, easily to light up a light bulb. Some people might have seen people, and a lot of times it's, the magicians, they take it and light up a light bulb using electricity. Your body creates every day enough electricity to light up a light bulb, and the more alkaline you are, the more electricity your body transmits. Another question?
It's after 6. I want us to move on.
That right there can also make your water alkaline. That oxygen, the O2 oxygen.
Have you ever heard of oxygen drops before? You have, okay. So these oxygen drops are actually pH balanced. You can put them in your eyes. It's safe enough for your eyes. It's safe enough for a baby. So all pain, all suffering, all disease can be traced back to a lack of oxygen at the cellular level. Most people have never heard of oxygenating your cells. So what we do with this bottle is we put 15 drops 3 times a day under the tongue. Hold it there for like about a minute or so before you swallow, so it can absorb sublingually into the capillaries, getting right into the cells. And you need oxygen in your cells for your body to perform at its best. So this does everything from increasing energy to helping decrease tumors to helping with MS and lupus symptoms. Migraine headaches. Any people who suffer from migraine headaches, this helps. And Cass has a bunch of testimonies from the O2. I don't know if you wanted to share those real quick. But it's something else you may have wanted to say too. I don't know.
Can I do a quick one on migraines? I suffered for years. I used to have to go to, my mother would drive me to the emergency rooms. I'd be in there about to toss my cookies or whatever, but the doctors always had to give me shots or some kind of pill. Eventually, they came out with an injection needle for migraines. But since I've been on O2 drops, I just recently dawned on me, and my friends knew, okay, Roxanne is migraining. I have no more migraines.
That's awesome.
I don't take Imitrex. I don't do any shots. I don't go to the emergency room. My mother is probably turning over in her grave saying, you don't have migraines anymore. O2 drops got rid of all of my migraines. I don't even get one.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Before I share about the O2, I just wanted to piggyback on the tea.
Okay.
Definitely works. Like with natural products, like people say, how long should I take this? Well, your body functions properly when you give it what it needs. And when you stop giving it what it needs, then it stops functioning properly. And I have a perfect example of it. So they know my testimony. When I first started taking the tea, I didn't lose any weight, but I lost that gut because I was literally looking 4 to 5 months pregnant. I mean, my belly was out here. In 4 days of drinking the tea, my belly went down. Well, this past week, I was doing a lot of different things. I was away from home and I did not drink the tea. Mainly because I was away from home and I didn't want to be going to the bathroom a lot like that somewhere else. But the belly just, it's not real big like it was, but I see the little pouch starting to come back. So you got to be consistent in giving the body what it needs. Now, I didn't lose any weight, but I did gain 2 pounds. So I got all this junk coming back in. And then what Teresa was talking about, what she didn't want to say, but look, we got to talk about this stuff because people need to be aware of what's going on. When you first start cleansing your body and it's full of all that junk, like when my belly was out there, oh, it was horrible to smell. Even if you didn't go to the bathroom per se, but just passing gas, like it was.
Because it was working and stuff out.
Getting all that, tell you what was in there really was bad. And then the more you start taking it, the smell goes away. And it's also a very gentle move, like she said, no cramping or anything like that, but you barely even feel it coming out. It just so naturally and easily removes everything. But when you stop giving your body what it needs, it all comes back. And the same thing with the O2 drops. So I have probably 100 testimonies. I'm gonna give you the biggest ones about the O2 drops. When I first started using them, first got introduced to them by Bunmi Moore, I had a tooth extracted. It was a very bad dentist right here in Glenburn. That's part 2 of the tooth in my gum. My gum was swollen. My gum was so sore. I had to do a training call, and I mean, it was hurting me so much to talk, but I pushed my way through it, but I was almost in tears. They gave me Tylenol with codeine, which did nothing. I mean, nothing. Didn't touch the pain. So I said, all right, I got these O2 drops. I spent my money. I might as well try it. I was a little skeptical, but because everybody talked about how quick it worked, right? But I went on because I was hurting so bad, and I just rubbed 2 drops on my gum where the tooth was extracted. And I sat here and watched the clock in 2 minutes, pain-free. I called her up screaming and hollering, Mommy, what in the world is this we got? I was just so ecstatic. I couldn't believe in 2 minutes that pain stopped when Tylenol codeine didn't do nothing. So before I went to bed that night, and I couldn't eat anything but warm applesauce because it was so sore, and there was a big hole in my gum. So before I went to bed, I rubbed 2 more drops on there. When I woke up the next morning, all the redness was gone, all the swelling was gone, and that big hole in my gum was completely closed. I was able to eat whatever I wanted, made me a big breakfast. I was happy like a kid in the candy store, right? And then while I was making my food, it dawned on me, I had the same pajamas on that I went to bed in. Now, I'm over 60, so I was going through hot flashes all day long, night sweats at night, waking up 2-3 times a night, changing everything, the pillow, my clothes, my hair, everything soaked and wet. I'm like, I didn't wake up through the night. I slept straight through the night like a baby. I still had on the same pajamas. Oh my gosh. So that was 3.5 years ago. I haven't had night sweats since. Even when I went for a week or 2 without taking the O2 drops, like that just literally went away and stayed away. I also had floaters in front of my eyes. These little, you know what they are? Little feathers, yeah, little gray feathers just floating across your face. It's so annoying. All day long off and on that was going on. Again, I was leery about putting anything in my eyes because years ago I got an eye infection from neurine, dozing, one of them ends, and it infected my eye. But I hear everybody talking about put it in your eyes, it's good for your eyes. So I started putting it in my eyes. Floaters went away from the first application. I had severe dry eye syndrome, which they gave me drops for, and those drops did nothing. They changed the drops like 2 or 3 times, and none of them worked. As soon as I put the O2 drops in my eyes, no more dry eye. Dry eye is very painful. When you don't have any lubrication in your eyes, it felt like splinters or needles sticking in the corners of my eyes. It was horrible. But since the first application, 3.5 years ago, I've not felt that. My sister right here used to drive me down by DC to get shots because I could barely walk for sciatic nerve pain in my hip. After I started taking the O2 drops, I was sitting here at my table one night and I started feeling this pain in my hip, and I was like, oh my God, it's coming back. So I could reach my O2 drops. Thank God was right there on the table because I literally couldn't get up out that chair. But in pain, I reached forward and grabbed that bottle, patted a little bit on my back. Dr. Darrell taught me don't rub it all the way in, just pat it and let it dry naturally on the area. Did that. That was about 3 years ago. I've not had any sciatic nerve pain since that first time patting it on my hip. I mean, I've used these drops for literally everything. But when I went to the eye doctor, it's been over a year ago now, maybe a couple of years, they told me I was in the beginning stages of cataracts. I said, well, give me something. What can you do for it? Because I don't want no cataracts. Oh, well, they're just developing, and we got to wait until they fully form.
Oh, my gosh.
Treated. So just use the eye drops and come back next year, and then we'll start treating the cataracts. I was like, I'll be back next year, but I will not have any cataracts. And so I started putting it in my eyes, 2 drops, twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. She was with me when she took me back to the doctor the following year for my checkup. The man did my exam, and if y'all could have seen the look on his face, he literally thought that. So he told me, he said, I'm going to redo your exam and take it to the other room, because he thought the machine was broke. So he took me to another room and did the exam all over again and got the same results. So then he's just walking around like this, and he's like looking real strange. He said, have you noticed any changes in your vision? I said, I sure have. I can see faces on the TV now, even with my glasses on. He said, yes, your vision has got drastically better. I'm going to give you a new prescription for your glasses, but it's not as strong as the one you had before, and do not put those old glasses back on your face. If you lose these, come back so you can get another pair, but do not put those old ones back on your face, because they are much too strong for you now. Your vision has gotten much better. I said, okay, is that it? Anything else? What else is going on? He said, nothing else. Your eyes look great. Everything is just fine. I said, well, what about the cataracts? He said, no cataracts. Ain't no cataracts. You ain't got no cataracts.
Wow.
She was out in the waiting room. I came out there dancing, screaming. I was like, girl, you can't tell me nothing. I told her what happened, right? So these O2 drops has literally done, people say, well, what is it for? What is it not for? Right. They're not for skin rash, burns, cuts. I burned myself on the stove. Put some O2 drops on it. The next morning, you couldn't even see where the burn was, and it was a bad burn on my arm. Cuts, they just start closing. Any kind of topical pain, you just pat it on, the pain goes away. I put it on. That's to relieve immediate pain. But I also put it under my tongue, which is what it says sublingually, because that helps to go to your cells so it can start working on the cause of the problem. Putting it on externally is just to give you immediately relief from the pain. But I was doing both. And it has just worked for everything. Remember, I had a breakout of eczema again. How many dermatologists did you take me to? Yes. How many different creams and potions and pills did they give me? And the thing was just spreading around my leg, getting worse. When we saw it, it was getting really nasty and ugly. O2 drops. Clearing it up. That, along with black soap, washing it every day, but it really started clearing it up. So these O2 drops work for everything. You name it, name something. I probably done had it, and I can tell you O2 drops took care of it. My granddaughter uses it. She fall outside. She don't cry, have a fit. She just come running in the house, running past you. And you be like, "You okay, Kennedy? What's wrong?" I'll be right back. She go upstairs and get her little O2 bottle, honey, and put it on her boo-boo, and then run back outside and that. So these drops, we call them a miracle in a bottle. One of our team members say that they are kissed by God, and I believe it to the fullest, because they do everything.
All right. Great testimonies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The only other thing we have to share, if you want to sample it, we have a healthy coffee made with special Arabica beans. It is a healthy weight loss, energy, happy coffee. Why do we call it all of that? It has we have some information around here. It has some nutrition in it that actually feeds the brain. It's called nootropics, which improve cognitive function, help with memory and focus, and even help to prevent Alzheimer's. It releases endorphins in the brain to give you a sense of well-being and motivation and joy. So it's like you can feel the difference. And then also for people looking to lose weight, like when you drink the coffee, you don't get hungry. So it is it's awesome. I drink it. What'd you say?
I wish my dad could have been here.
Well, and so that's why we're having these kind of conversations, so we can get you.
Hey, he was here. If you take one of these recordings, and go
I listen to y'all more so
And
than
then you.
me. I try to tell him healthy things, and he just like.
But we'll find a way to connect with your dad too, because this is what we want. Let's have these conversations and take this information from here to help other people and get this spreading, so we can create a movement with this information. Do you want to sample the coffee, Cassandra? So
Oh gosh, it's in the freezer. All day frozen.
We'll have some ice.
So thank you guys for joining us. We're gonna end this live. I'm gonna end this live now. So let me tell